Yes, welcome to another video. I'm Lewis. Above me is Jordan. Today we're going to talk about Jack Grealish. There's been loads and loads of rumours flying about Jack Grealish over the last 24 hours. There's been like some rumours going on for quite a while, but it's really starting to pick up pace now. Something has got to be happening behind the scenes. And before we get into it, guys, I want to set a like target. We're going to go for 1,000, so smash the thumbs up on the video if you do enjoy it. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Make sure you are subscribed and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos when we upload them. Our target is 35,000 before the start of the new season. As well, guys, I want to tell you about our sponsor of today's video. It is the guys at OneFootball. OneFootball got an absolutely mega app that you can download, and if you got the OneFootball app already, I'm guaranteed there'll be something about there on Jack Grealish coming to City, some sort of report. They have loads of like match reports when City are playing, match previews, live scores, live tables, transfer rumours, which are obviously starting to pop, and once the Euros is over, it'll just go up a notch as well. So go check it out. It doesn't cost you a penny. It is completely free. The link's in the description. If you download it, you help support the channel. Right, Bray, tell me, Jack Grealish, what are you saying? Buzzing or not?
Okay, we say this all every week, innit? Every week we just relay the same information of yes, I am buzzing. Because
and you just to tell me you're not buzzing for a video. Yeah. It's like a shock. And then the thumbnail of the video, Bray, can be like,
me,
not happy,
you shocked, innit? Yeah, nah, I am buzzing, obviously, and I think that a lot of City fans will be buzzing. It's finally coming to light. Like, there's something obviously is happening now. A lot of just like with rumors and stuff about it coming out. Like, we might be going in for a bid. It looks like we're going to be making £100 million bid around that price, which is what Villa set, and it looks like City just ready to go. All right, then we'll pay it.
Who's saying this then, Bray? We got who, like what like, you know what I mean? What journalists are saying this? Have we got any sort of like do we know who's saying it?
Well, obviously you've got stuff on Talksport which came out. David Ornstein, who's very, very good. He said that City preparing to bid for Jack Grealish, and he's the one that said that the fee will be around £100 million expected. There's so many journalists that have jumped on this, and do you know what I mean? What is it? There's no smoke without flames. You know what I mean? Something like that. I guess, like, does that make sense? Probably not. But basically, bare people are saying it. And usually, when loads of journalists are getting onto it, it means that it's happening. And it's because... And this is one of the things. When we signed Bernardo and Ederson, that went very under the radar and just happened. And that's because it's not as high profile as this. And when it's as high profile as this, every single journalist is into it because everyone wants the piece. Everyone's trying to get their say on it.
I also think as well, with it being an English transfer, there's obviously more, you know, connections, more mates down the pub, you know what I mean? Like, no one down the pub in Cheshire speaking to some guy in Portugal, although to be fair, in Cheshire, he might be, you know what I mean? So, you know, it is, I agree with you, bro. The amount of rumours and leaks that are coming out over the last 24 hours, I genuinely believe something is happening here. I've said all along, in my view, I think Jack Grealish should be the first player that we'll sign. Whether that is true, whether we'll sign Kane before him, I don't know, but I do think we're going to get Jack Grealish, and this move over the last 24 hours, it tells me that it's going to happen because City are not going to move for Jack Grealish. Like, we was literally just talking off there. City are not going to move for Jack Grealish unless they get a striker. So, because we need a striker more than we need Jack Grealish. So for me, I think we're going to get Jack Grealish. I think we're going to get probably Kane, and we're gonna run football, Bray, for the next 5 years. It's gonna be bad.
Basically, we're ruining football again. So we expect a lot of them comments to come out. But yeah, that's the situation. Our priority this summer is getting a striker. Why would we go spend £100 million if we don't have a striker set? So City obviously have an idea or are confident, are in a place where they know that they could spend £100 million on Jack Grealish, because you'd think we'd spend that money on Kane first and then spend what we make from sales and stuff like that on Grealish. But from the start, Pep's kind of said Grealish is just as much of a priority as Kane. So that shows how highly that it's ranked. What I would say is don't expect this to be done in the next couple of days, because we've still got to wait till the Euros to finish for them to get back. I think that's when we'll start seeing things very like kick up a notch. I think you said it when you were talking about the OneFootball app, the fact that after the Euros is finished, that's when the transfer news is going to ramp up, because that's when clubs are going to start going ham for all the players that they want. Obviously, no one's going to decide the future whilst at Euros, and I think this applies to both Kane and to Grealish, and probably most signings, to be honest. But it's very, very exciting. It's very exciting. I do think that he'll come. Like you're confident with it, and I think it will be a very, very expensive deal with that £100 million.
Well, it will be obviously. Like, he's done a Kane, and he went and signed that massive contract.
Yeah.
So he's got 4 years left on his contract. You know, Kane's got a few years on it as well, and it makes, if you want the player, you've got to pay the cash. You know what I mean? Unless you're going to go for a player who's in the last year of his contract. But even then, these top players, clubs are not going to let him go on a cheap. You know, Mbappe's only got 1 year left on his contract. You think you're going to get Mbappe for 60 million because he's only got 1 year left on his contract? It's not going to happen. You've got to pay big cash. PSG would rather let him go on a free transfer than sell him now for 60 million. Because what benefit are they getting for 60? They can't replace Mbappe with 60 million. They might as well keep Mbappe and just let him go on a free and have Mbappe play for them for 1 more year. You know what I mean? So I guess, yes, they do screw themselves over and they do put themselves in a slightly weaker position as well as the buying club is in a weaker position. But I don't buy this whole theory that, you know, oh, we'll be able to get him for 60 million, 40 million if he didn't sign the contract. I don't believe that's the case. Not nowadays. I think there's so much money, the clubs would just rather just keep the player. What they'd get off like image rights and selling shares, they probably would, you know, it's probably not in their interest to sell them for cheap. But
that's very true.
It is looking likely. Like I say, there's loads of journals getting on this. You just read out a comment as well from Sam Lee, didn't you, about the fact that he believes, obviously, I think this is just his view and his opinion rather than anything that he's been told. But he's saying that he believes that if City are moving at this pace for Grealish, that maybe we are closer to a striker, Harry Kane, than we all believe. Because as we've said in previous videos and we said today, obviously getting a striker in it is our number one priority. Yes, we really want Grealish and Pep loves him, but we do need a striker. So if we're now moving at this pace at Grealish, maybe as fans, we all thought, yeah, we made a £100 million bid for Kane, but we're miles away or whatever. Maybe we're actually closer to that Kane deal, and obviously Tiki and Khaldoon are closer with Levy than we all thought. Maybe we all thought that they were miles apart, Levy and City, but maybe they're actually closer. And City are like, right, we're going to get that deal done over the line. Might take another couple of weeks to negotiate the small terms, but we're confident we're going to get that one over the line. So we're going to move over to the Grealish deal. That makes sense. Now, I mean, maybe if we were like, oh, there's no rumours to Grealish, maybe, oh yeah, we're miles away on Kane, but I buy the theory that we're actually quite close on Kane, and now we're just going to go hell to leather and just get these deals done at the same time. Would not surprise me, bro, if we announced the deals at the same time.
Ooh,
like,
imagine that.
Double English signing. You know what I mean? The media would go crazy. You know, fans would be in uproar saying we're ruining football. We're buying the league and everything, man. It'd be absolutely insane.
It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy when we sign these two. And well, it's difficult for other fans to accept this, but end of the day, we have this money. We have the money available to us to spend this money. So, is financial fair play a thing this season?
Yeah, I don't know, bro.
So I have no idea in it, but I think the Kane deal is closer than what we think, and I think that Grealish and Kane probably will be very close to each other because from the start, City have it's been rumoured that we want all our transfers done as early as possible because we need them to have a pre-season.
Yeah, very interesting, guys. Let us know what you think of this Grealish news. Do you think it's happening? How, you know, what your thoughts on Grealish? You're happy with him bringing in, and what are your thoughts on the transfer fee? It's a lot of money, but I think he's worth it. He's absolutely
breaking records, isn't it?
He's class. He's class. So let us know your thoughts in the comment section below, guys. Go check out the OneFootball app. If you download it, it doesn't cost you a penny. You really do help support the channel. Massive shout out to OneFootball again for sponsoring the video. Smash a like on the video if you did enjoy it. Subscribe as well if you are new, and we'll see you in the next one. See you in a bit.